Welcome to our 5 on 5. We're pleased to be joined by Dr. Roy Saigo, the interim president of Southern Oregon University. Thanks for coming in, Mr. Saigo. How are you today?
Good. Thank you, Craig.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been on the job for only a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, about 2 weeks, but it's been really gratifying, and we've had a wonderful visit. Everybody has welcomed me and my wife warmly. It's like coming home.
Yeah, and tell, so we saw you in the parade, the Ashland 4th of July parade, yeah. So it looks like you're at home. You're having a good time with your wife out there in the beautiful city of Ashland. So tell us a little bit about yourself, and you're not a stranger to Oregon.
Well, you know, we came up from California, I did, and my wife is a Willamette graduate, and she went to Oregon State. We met in a real sexy course called Advanced Systematic Botany, and we got married, have 3 children, and spent most of our career in the Midwest, in the South. And when this opportunity came up, Barbara was able to come home. This is her, she's a 4th generation Oregonian. Wow. And we even, during our holiday, would drive, and we found the ruts of the Oregon Trail where her people came over. Pretty hardy DNA.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very cool. Okay, so as the interim president of SOU, you know, it's with retrenchment. It's an interesting time there in Ashland. How do you begin to tackle that position starting in summer when the campus is relatively quiet?
Well, it's not really quiet. It's been very, very busy. I have been meeting with everybody, different levels from throughout the campus. And the interesting thing, Craig, is that I wear shorts and a T-shirt, and I walk around campus. And I
love that.
Yeah, it's great. And so we walked around. I met the people who were taking care of the lawn and everything else. And there was maybe 10, 12 people. And I asked them their names and where they were from, and some were students. And Barbara said, "Meet your new president." Holy cow! We met the president, you know. And we made just wonderful friends. And people oftentimes will ask, when we're new, "Are you tourists? Are you visiting?" "Yeah, we've been here just a week." And they'll say, "Well, what do you do?" And I said, "I'm the new president of Southern Oregon University." "Really?" I said, "Yeah, look at this red T-shirt. They don't give these to just anybody."
You work in the school colors. Good, nice. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more with Dr. Saigo in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with SOU Interim President Dr. Roy Saigo. Dr. Saigo, it's been an interesting time for SOU. The relationship between the administration and some of the faculty has been frayed. Where do you begin to repair that?
Well, it's been, again, just a wonderful experience. I've met with the faculty leaders, and I walked through different buildings and introduced myself. And Craig, to this point, it's been all very positive. They've been welcoming to me. They've shared their information, and I'm respectful of the concerns that they have. And anything we can do to repair, you have to become friends first. You have to build trust. And the most important thing is the respect of both of us. And so I'm just very eager to see the faculty come back in the fall. But I think they're about 25% back. And I have pretty much routine meetings with the leadership. And they have just all been very positive. And they said, "Listen, we're here to help." And I said, "Well, that's wonderful, because we all are going to anchor our arms together, and we're going to all walk together and make this a success."
And we've seen a lot of cutbacks in higher education here in Oregon. Where do you begin to set your priorities for your administration?
Well, the first thing is we need to reach out to the community, and that's what I'm doing. And we have so many people who are supporters. They're alums, they're business people. We've come to Medford. We're visiting with leaders there. I was a part of the business roundtable here in Medford and also in Klamath Falls. And so all of the folks are really exciting. And, you know, when there's momentum, you can really get a team together. And if you start winning, everybody's going to join you. So that's where we're at.
Okay, very good. And I know you and your wife are both very excited. You had, like we talked about, the 4th of July parade. You got to participate in that monstrous parade.
Well, let me tell you about that, Craig. We've been in a lot of parades. And when I was in Auburn, we created a Mardi Gras parade because everybody was down. And even in St. Cloud, we were in the 4th of July parade. But we sat in this convertible. And Val, who was the driver, was an Oregon State grad. And he had taken the same professor that Barbara had when she was at Oregon State. So we had a lot to talk about. As we started down the parade, it was maybe 8 to 10 deep, and we heard, and the applause continued. It was emotional. And people would say, "Welcome to Ashland." And others would say, "We're glad you're here." And this would happen about every 10 yards. And then about every 25 yards, somebody would say, "Good luck." And it was just wonderful. We just felt so warmly received. And I would see little children, and I says, "We want you to enroll in our early enrollment program." And of course, they all laughed as they're toddlers.
Never too early.
Yeah, and Barbara would ask, "How many are you graduates of SOU?" And I will tell you, about a quarter to a third of the audience would raise their hands.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I would tell the others, "You need to get a new sweatshirt," because they had O or OSU.
Sure.
And so they all laughed. But again, let me tell you, we were so warmly received. And of course, when we came over the border from Idaho, I said, "How do you feel?" And she says, "Oh, I just feel so relaxed. We finally come home."
Welcome home.
Thank
Good to see
you
you.
so
Thank
much.
you very much.
I appreciate it.
Pleasure. Stay with us. We'll be right back.